Welcome to Level M Diecast, everybody. Maersk Logistic Operations. Majorette has teamed up with them for a line of collectible models. Maersk has been around since 1904. They have an annual revenue of about $51 billion a year. They're a shipping company, clearly. They deal with cargo containers and things like that. There are several different models in this particular theme, this licensed deco. This is the gift set. So this does come with the Sprinter van, a Volkswagen delivery van, and then, of course, your short 20-foot container with the short trailer in the back. The trailer's new. That short trailer is new. And then, of course, a cargo plane as well. So this is not available in the U.S., but this has been available in other parts of the world for quite some time. You see the container has popped off of that. We'll just fix that when we get this cracked open. Nothing particularly fancy on the back. I really do like the cargo ship in the background. I think that looks really, really cool. These two particular pieces are available in a separate pack as well. They also do a playset, cargo ship playset, which both of these, I believe, are available. This one for sure. Not sure if that one's in the cargo set or not, or it may only be in just this box set. And then, of course, after that, we do have the 600 series trucks. So that is your 40-foot container. That is removable on that triple axle chassis. That chassis has been around for a little bit. That debuted for the Volvo trucks a couple years ago, but it comes with the MAN TGX. And then, of course, they also have this one with the dual 20-foot containers. These ones look pretty good. These are more the standard container. The white one's more of the refrigerated style. And then this comes with the Volvo cab, which also debuted in the Volvo series a little bit ago. So let's go ahead and get started with the logistics box. A little bit of tape on there. We will get the tape off of there. This one did come from Australia, so $39.99 is the retail price. It's about $25-ish US when you adjust it. So we'll get this pulled out of there. Put this pocket on there. Now, obviously, like all of these, they are held on there with some rubber bands, so we'll just make quick work of the rubber bands. Get these chopped off. Nothing particularly fancy. Get those popped. And then, of course, our cargo plane, which I don't have any Majorette planes, but we will cover this plane anyways. All right, we'll get this kicked off with our cargo plane here. This should be a licensed model. This is the Airbus A350. Which looks pretty good. It does have some landing gear on the bottom. They don't particularly roll, but it does look very realistic. They are separate pieces, but they're basically just pieces of plastic just pressed onto there. This model looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like an Airbus. The scale is a little bit off, obviously. They do have to make this fit in the package. There is a cargo door on this side. It says Maersk. It is super, super small. Couple of engines on there with some engine detail. Looks pretty good. Nothing particularly fancy, just single engines on those. And then some details in the back. It does have an actual number on there. So it's probably modeled after an actual cargo aircraft. But like I said, I don't have too many, sorry about that. I don't have too many planes from Majorette, and I really don't deal too much with planes in general. But I would say this one looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like an average plane. Looks like, you know, what it should be. All right, next one up, this is the Volkswagen Transporter van. This is the Volkswagen Crafter. This is full decos all the way around. There is your details on the back. It says Crafter on the back. Taillight's done up. This one does have a tow hitch on there at Maersk.com. All the way, it says. That must be their little slogan. Does have a sliding door on this particular side, so we will pull that open. Nothing particular inside. There's no cargo, no nothing in there. It's just opened up. But it does have a opening sliding door, which is very, very nice. Lensed headlights, which is typical for Majorette. Nothing new there. Details look fantastic. Fortunately, just a little chip on this side mirror, but that's okay. It is what it is. It's a mass-produced item. This is supposedly a true 1/64 scale, according to Majorette. And then there is the details on the other side. That one is pretty cool. I do really, really like that Crafter van. It is a pretty cool piece. All right, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. This is a relatively new casting from Majorette, and it looks fantastic. This is the chassis version. This one's left-hand drive. Lensed headlights, as you'd expect, does have Maersk there on the container. Did pop this container right on there. It does pop right off, so to speak. If you wanted to take it off, there's a couple of notches back here, and then it notches in the front. So not supposed to come off, but you know, you can take it. It opens up in the back, which is actually pretty nice. You could load cargo or whatever you want in there. It does come with a trailer hitch, which is pretty nice for this particular casting. Just Maersk printed on both sides. Nothing particularly fancy with that. There is your base deets. Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, the chassis version, 1/70th scale. Really, really excited for this. No suspension on this one, but that's okay. It's a commercial vehicle. It doesn't need suspension, so we'll put that there. Despite their scales being off, they are relatively close as far as the way that they're sitting there. All right, this one is very, very interesting. So let's get the trailer detached. So take the trailer off. This is your MAN TGS. This casting's been around for a while. Definitely nothing new. They do have some pretty good print all the way around this. No prints on the back though, but the casting details and stuff in there look very, very good. The fifth wheel does hook in there, so I'll show you that when we hook the trailer back up. There is a little bit of print on the front, nothing particularly fancy. And then the way this is designed is it sort of has suspension, just with the way that the base is designed. But this one's been around for a little bit. 1/87 scale is what this guy is at, which is what all the 600 series trucks are. This is the 20-foot trailer. I guess we can call it the mini trailer. Now it is held on there with a rubber band, so we'll get the rubber band off to hold the container on. There is the chassis. So this is actually ridiculously cool. This is just so cool. It still does have landing gear. So landing gear comes down. And then, of course, the trailer just sits there. It's ridiculously cool. Ridiculously cool that they made a 20-foot container trailer. That's just the coolest thing ever. I hope they come out with a huge, just like all container set and theme and just shipping containers and stuff like that. There is no prints on this. It's just solid black all the way around. And this is not set up to, set up to where you could tow like two of these or anything like that. It is just fixed. There's little notches or little pieces right there. You'll see there's holes in the bottom of the container. They just notch right in there, so it's not going to go anywhere. The container is fixed. It doesn't have a whole lot of friction to it, so it'll stay on there, but you give it a little bit of nudge and it will drop out of the bottom. There is the 20-foot container. This is not a new piece. They've done 20-foot containers before, so they also debuted those in the Volvo series. It does open up just one big door in the back. I think that's perfectly fine. It saves on cost a little bit, plus still gives you the play value. There is little notches in the top as well, so you can stack these up. So as far as the trailer goes, it does hitch in there. There's a little piece of plastic in there, and so when you hit the fifth wheel in there, you heard it snap, and it stays in there. It's not going nowhere. It is fixed. Looks very, very good. And of course, that's just ridiculously cool. Being a 20-foot container, it's just the coolest thing. In my opinion, that's just like one of the coolest things of all time. All right, moving on to the 600 series. They don't call these 600 series anymore, but they're the 600 series. They're the 600 series. This is the 40-foot container with the same MAN TGX. I think I called it a TGS. It's a TGX. So my apologies. So we'll get this one cracked open. Super, super thick cardboard that Majorette runs with. They have very, very nice quality packaging. So we'll get that guy out of there. We'll hitch this guy off of there. Take that off of there. So there is the 40-foot container. This one is a triple axle, which is really nice. This one uses the kind of slick style wheels. That one used kind of the cog style wheels with a little bit more aggressive tread on there, which I think is kind of cool. It is literally just a shrunk down version of that. That one is of this one, and I think it's just perfect. It's just perfect. This still has landing gear as well, which folds down. The trailer sits there perfectly fine. Looks very, very good. I really like those details. There is your 40-foot container. This one in white. It doesn't actually have like a refrigeration unit on the front, but for the most part, the white ones are typically like refrigerated or more specialized cargo, things like that. It's typically what the white ones are. There is some open space in the back there. It opens just like the rest of them. And of course, if you took your 20-foot container, you can stack the 20-foot container on there. Just like that. Now, there are no little notches to hold the middle of it, but it is held on the two little points here. So it's not going to go anywhere. That looks pretty cool as you start to stack up containers, which is really, really cool. Not that they would ever sell those individually, but if they sold a package as containers, I think that'd actually be pretty sweet. So we'll put that on there. This looks pretty good. And of course, you just back it up. Again, exact same cab that we already saw, so nothing doing with that one. So we will put this guy in the back, and then we'll put the, let's see here, we'll move our plane over here, and we'll put this guy on that side for right now. All right, last one up. This is kind of a smorgasbord of what we've already seen. This is the two 20-foot containers with the Volvo cab. So we'll get this one popped out of there. Again, the excellent packaging, very high quality blister, very high quality cardboard. So we'll pop that off of there. Now, this is a cab we have not seen yet. This is the Volvo. This is the FMX. It's also 187 scale, uses the kind of slick wheels again. Ridiculous detail. It even says Volvo. Look at that. It says Volvo in the back. I mean, Majorette does some of the best trucks ever. And it's just really disappointing that these are not available in the US. They're so good. They're very detailed. Even this piece on the top, it's plastic, but like going through the details of adding that on there. Now they do offer this cab, not in Maersk, but they do offer this cab without that cowl on it. So that is, it's an option, which I think is super, super cool. There is the two 20-foot containers. So they are both held on there by a piece of rubber band, just to keep them from rocking around in the container or the packaging. Although I highly doubt that they'd come apart in the blister. But you can take one or two off. There are notches for both of them. This guy's not going nowhere. Same 20-foot container we've already seen. There's nothing new with that. Same trailer we've already seen. So you can stack those up. You could even take, if you wanted to overload everything you have going on, you could stack those on there. You notice there are the 2 points there. They go right into that one right there. So they thought of everything, so to speak. But as you start to stack these containers up, it actually looks really, really good. They're very detailed. They're not cheap plastic. The prints are excellent quality. I mean, you could make a really, really cool diorama with just a lot of these containers, but it's going to be pretty expensive if you want to load up on those containers. Now, these are not available in the US, obviously, which is a definite misfortune for sure, especially for us here in the US who may like the logistics side of, everything. Now, these materials here, the single trucks here, they retail for about $17 Australian, which is about $11 or $12 US. I think that's a pretty good price point. That's pretty close to Matchbox Convoy, but they're significantly better quality, significantly better detail, and significant better play value if that's really what you're looking for. But there you go. That is the Majorette Maersk Logistics fleet. That is the entire fleet right there. Not a huge fleet, but hopefully they will bring more stuff coming down the pipeline. Hopefully there's a way to get a hold of more containers. And it's a really, really cool way to build some very, very cool dioramas for all you truck guys out there. So anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Level and diecast. Peace.